As part of their lessons in the forest training camp, the students of Class 1A are put in various perilous situations, and they have to find their own way out without the use of their quirks. Mr. Aizawa's erasure making sure of that. Because how can they be expected to save anyone else if they can't even save themselves, right? For Ochaco Uraraka's test, she had been placed smack dab in the middle of bottomless quicksand, courtesy of Pixie Bob and her earth flow ability. Usually, Uraraka would just be able to levitate herself out of the deadly trap, but with her quirk disabled, hopefully she'll be able to stay afloat and not end up over her head. Uraraka's powers are still disabled thanks to Aizawa's erasure, and she's at a loss regarding what to do. Plus, she's growing all the more flustered as the mud cusps her ample behind, pushing it upward as the wet crater surrounding her takes its perfect shape, but with no signs of stopping there.
Please stop staring.
Things didn't look good for Ochaco as the quicksand crept up her hips as she sinks ever deeper, her struggles doing her no good, combining the fear of potentially going under in the sticky, gooey trap and the watchful eyes of one's supervisors and classmates would make anyone cave under pressure, especially when that pressure is surrounding a young, curvaceous body. Ochaco's forest training wasn't going any better, as it didn't take long before she was up to her chest in the thick, gooey grasp of the quicksand. She made the half-hearted attempt to push herself out with her arms, only for them to get stuck in the morass themselves, taking every ounce of strength she has just to lift them up even slightly. As the mud crept up her chest and pushed her breasts upward, her hopes for both escape and a passing grade only descended. Time was running out for Ochaco as she was now shoulder deep in the quicksand, and Mr. Aizawa was nowhere near ready to blink her powers back. Her calm demeanor had all but vanished as she began to wriggle side to side in a desperate attempt to get free, but only managed to work herself in deeper still. Locked in position with nowhere to go but down, she felt less like a hero and more like a damsel in need of rescue, much to her chagrin. If anyone interfered, however, it would surely mean an instant failing grade. But with said grade being an inevitability at this point, so might her fate.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
Mere seconds remained for Ochaco, as only her head was left visible above the quicksand surface, slowly sinking from sight. Every inch of her body from the neck down that could possibly move was now engulfed in bottomless mud, locked in and being pulled down in what seemed like its own gravitational pull. With no other moves left, it was at that point, with what little will she had left, she submitted to the gooey trap, and a desperate yell could be heard just before her lips made contact. In the end, Ochaco gave in to the quicksand's grip as it began swallowing up what remained of her silky hair and paling complexion, to the point where only bubbles remained on the surface. Aizawa, displeased with her results, had no choice but to present her with a failing grade via his phone. But it was just a tad too late for her to see it, as she was gone in a blink of an eye. If only said I was Aizawa's, since then she'd have her quirk back. Hopefully next time she'll rise to the occasion. But it seems she won't be doing any rising anytime soon.